Welcome back to Tea and Tarot Tuesday. We are here, we are live, we have made it. And here's Tony on his scratch post. It's real. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Those who are may or may not be joining, those who are watching at a later time post recording, I hope you're doing well. I hope the energy is serving you well. So I have a fun little story today. I know it's tea and tarot, but it is also like 80 degrees right now, like 75, 80 degrees. And so I switched it up today, and instead of having tea, I have a delicious sparkling um, blueberry and cranberry mix that I made. It's with just some sparkling water and blueberry and cranberry juice, blueberry cranberry mix that I got. Oh, I forgot my straw. Hold on. Okay, gotta get the straw. All right. So, whatever you're sipping on today may be a delicious, refreshing beverage. And cheers. Mm, this is delicious. I've been really into sparkling water lately because I am, you know, clearing and cleansing and detoxing and purifying my temple so that I can let light in, so that I can go through this ascension portal with as little resistance as possible. Also, this ascension portal for me has been, and I think for many divine feminines, as well as masculines, I think just the divine collective, we've been this portal right now has been very activated in clearing our temple. I think that activation started around, at least for me, around the end, around last quarter, the quarter of last year, and then this first quarter of the year. It has been really strong in really just letting all of the toxic, just unhealthy habits, addictions, even things like that, you don't really necessarily consider things that are just toxic for you. Like for women, for instance, birth control, we don't think that that's something that's toxic, but it is something that is, messes up our hormone levels and things like that, medication, full transparency here, this is a safe space, Tea and Tarot Tuesdays, safe space. So, just full transparency on my story is that, I've been even, I've even cut out like, my antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds and things like that, ADHD medication, things like that, that have been really like fucking up my chemical balance. I just started thinking of My Chemical Romance, which is funny. Things that have been extremely detrimental, that has caused me to be very dependent, chemically dependent on it. Um, Spirit just has told me that as I am up, as I since all of last year was a complete portal of transitioning into, it was the crown year of the crown chakra activation, which takes me into, I can't wait to kind of dive into Lemuria's message from earlier today. If you watched my Daily Divine message this morning, um, or this afternoon, it was really beautiful going into the energies of the tarot, and then there was a really long, beautiful communication from Lemuria, and I saw 444 on the time stamp. So, something that is really exciting. So I'm excited to hear. But I will start and say that the crown chakra is here, and so it's very beautiful that we're talking about how last year was a huge portal of moving into our unlimited self, and really truly embodying our highest, truest self. And so that's something that this year now, as we are in the year 8, that's our soul star chakra, right? And that, or your Christ consciousness, the unconditionally loving self, that is, you know just the omnipresence of ourself, right? Which is higher than the crown chakra. And this is closed. This is, we closed out so many cycles last year. Now we're, oh man, entering new cycles. That means this has to be on the charger, which is cool. Let me turn this off. Oops, sorry. So I guess we'll just be listening to the background noises of the choo choo train. Gotta love it. One thing I'll never forget is the choo choo train sounds of Kansas City. Anyway, so speaking of crown chakra, you might notice that I have my little princess tiara here from my birthday. It's not my birthday anymore. My birthday was 10 days ago. But as any Aries would, still consider the whole month her birthday. But what I'm also doing is, this is actually a soul recognition kind of thing that I'm doing right now. And it might sound silly, but it's very, very refreshing. It's very, very refreshing, and empowering for me. So Spirit, told me, you got this tiara. And the joke I would make up when people would be like, "Oh, is your real name Princess? Are you really a princess?" I'd be like, "Well, if the tiara fits." And like I used to have to like come up with things that I could say back that were empowering, that when people would make those like kind of comments that are undertoningly dismissive, and even kind of borderline microaggressive. Things like, "Are your parents Star Wars fans?" Like sometimes it used to really get me. I used to get a lot of name shame around it. And I'm the last couple of years, I've been very encouraged by beautiful beloved souls to really embrace the Princess Leah that I am. And so I remember when I was at a company trip that I had won, I was talking to one of the managers' wives, and you know, they were asking about my name, and they were like, "Why do you go by Leah?" And I was like, "Well, it's blah blah blah, because people make fun." And then they're like, "So fuck people. From here on out, when you're on this trip, you're gonna go by Princess Leah. Anytime anybody introduces you or asks you to introduce yourself, you're gonna introduce yourself as Princess Leah. I dare you." And so I did, and it was actually really, really, really empowering. And I felt that shift of really embracing my soul name, right? Your soul chooses your name, and not your parents, your soul. And I'm really being told, starting, then that was 2021, and that was like September of 2021. And then now, fast forwarding now, it's that kind of thing where I'm really tapping into, really stepping, not stepping into, tapping into, but raising my vibrational frequency to my highest timeline. And my highest timeline is that of my name that my soul chose for me. And so, just, it might be cheesy, but Spirit was like, wear that tiara. Wear it everywhere. Wear it to work, even though you work right here. Wear it, when you walk around on your work breaks around the neighborhood. Wear it when you go to the grocery store. Just wear it. And just what this is doing is empowering me to take back. And what we have here with Lemuria as well is reclaim your energy. So this is a part of the process of of really embracing the crown chakra, right? And taking back your energy, reclaiming my energy, while I step into the Princess Leah that I am, and not feeling ashamed about it. So it's funny because I'll even find myself, walking around just the neighborhood and no one's outside. And I'm like, what are people thinking? Oh, I think it's like weird. I'm wearing this tiara. And it's just like, no one cares. First of all, nobody sees you, sis. Secondly, no one really cares. And thirdly, if they do care and they have something to say, that's like on them. That has nothing to do with you. And as we are tapping into and reclaiming our energy, right? This is a message. This message is also from Lemuria, the Lemurian Council right now. Because we also have the very first card, the high heart chakra of ecstatic bliss. So as we are stepping into the ecstatic bliss, our high heart chakra, right? Our bliss, what makes us happiest, that is what's going to, pull us into our unlimited royal crown self. And if anybody has anything to say, we have the root chakra. This is what's helping us. It's in reverse, so it's helping us with healing that part of our root chakra where we feel unsafe, or where we feel like silly, or there's that shame, right? That's a part of your solar plexus chakra. I'm surprised the solar plexus chakra didn't come out, but that's part of the solar plexus chakra. And what I loved is that the feminine, had the magician for the second day in a row come out, because she's reclaiming her power. She is claiming her power. She is using, and then look, the masculine is sitting here trying to mirror, and that's beautiful. That means they're both masculine and feminine energies right now are claiming their power, their magic, taking their magic back. And because they are a divine pair, they are a divine feminine and masculine energy team, and they're building their empire. And what I love is that spirit sees that, right? Because look, underneath the sun and the moon that came out was the emperor and the empress. So I'm curious to see what other energies come out. But what I love is this energy right now, that there's a lot of, just claiming of your power, not allowing other people's energy, other people's opinions, other people's negative feedback, other people's judgments, their toxicity, to latch on to your energy and make it, pull you down. And I really do love that this, in between all of this of the infinite, what I'm going to have to eventually do is starting to get dark, and the clouds are coming over here in a sec. I'm going to turn on the light and probably close up the blinds a little. After I have a delicious sip of that, is that this is really powerful. This is a powerful time. It's a powerful time of hope and opportunity. And we're seeing the stars within us. You see? Number 46, the stars. We are the star seer, seeing the stars within us. Now, I'm going to get into the message, but look at this. The sound of the universe. We're listening to our inner voice. We're listening to the words within ourselves, and we're tapping into music. Some of us, this collective is a strong collective of musicians. Well, because I'm a musician myself, I'm an artist myself, and music is very, very strongly influenced in my blood. And so, of course, Lemuria is going to say, channel out to the musicians and the artists, the visual artists, the spoken word artists, right? The singers, the songwriters, right? The healers, the light workers, to recognize the star within them, to see that they are seen. Their star within them is seen. They are the star seer. And They are on their way to the journey of wholeness, on their way to their journey of wholeness. So this reading has begun, but this is a collective reading at this moment from Lemuria, and then I am going to go into the collective reading for the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricornis. Okay, so before I get into that, let me just go ahead and make this adjustment before it gets too dark. So, sorry. Now it's going to get really dark. That better? Ouch, I just stubbed my toe. Okay. All right, I think that's okay. Okay, and we're back. So, it's like warm, but it's not, but it's warm. So anyway, so that's my story of the tiara, because I'm learning how to embrace who I am without feeling ashamed of who I am. You know, you can't receive graciously your highest wish and feel ashamed about having everything that you ever wish for. It just that shame and guilt does not go hand in hand. You can't graciously receive at the same time in the same vibrational frequency of guilt for receiving and shame for becoming all that you were intended to be. So I'm releasing all of that, and I'm teaching myself to not care about what people think about the fact that I am Princess Leah. So now let's go on in here and see what's going on. So Lemuria, we have such beautiful, beautiful things. From the infinite to the high heart chakra, these are a lot of mirroring. You can see here. Look at the infinite to the high heart chakra, ecstatic bliss. We are tapping into our abundance of bliss. We are tapping and bringing and awakening this infinite amount of ecstatic bliss. We are going to be feeling the most beautiful amount of joy, bliss that we have ever felt ever in our lives. And there's no reason to feel ashamed about feeling joy ever. Do not. And I can hear the feelings of, well, people have it worse. Well, I don't deserve it because I've made mistakes. Well, Spirit is saying, let that go. Let the doubt and the fear that you are not worthy of your true, royal, unlimited self go. That is a false belief. It is a disempowering belief. It is a limiting belief. And it is keeping you stuck in your mind instead of allowing you to go beyond the mind. It is keeping you stuck in the turmoil and the muck that you have already gone through with She of the Lotus. This is about how she went through the mud in order to become the lotus flower. But it keeps you stuck and it keeps you stagnant instead of setting you free. Freedom in reverse as well. It's keeping your transformation stuck. When you do not allow yourself to be in your infinite, unlimited, ecstatic bliss. Look at how beautiful they all are. Look at how much they look alike too, like wings, like fire, flames moving up into the sunlight. I love that this has kind of like teardrops, raindrops, because we do have to allow ourselves to release. And sometimes that release can feel so overwhelming that we have to cry out. We have to purge. We have to, purge to merge is what I keep saying, right? We do. We have to allow ourselves to purge, to clear. Crying clears out that energy of the old so that it can open up space for the new, right? It helps you release. But right when you don't allow yourself to purge, you cannot merge into the next portal of your highest timeline. And that's what Lemuria is trying to help us do. It's and it's they're trying to they're trying to move us out and shift from internal to external, you know, the internal explorer, right? Oh, I've been wondering what number 32 in Lemuria is, and it is the internal explorer. And that's really beautiful. You see how she's holding that light within her hand? And it's almost like the Lilith, like within the shadow of her. She's like the shadow of the divine feminine. And I love that beautiful mahogany dark skin, that beautiful indigo dark skin. And it's really beautiful because she even has the lotus and raindrops on top of her head, on her crown, right? And then the ancient future. Indigo asked me this morning, what does ancient future mean? It's like bringing the past and the future together, thus the present moment. And what's interesting is that it's in reverse right now because our root chakra is the only chakra that is in reverse. And what I'm hearing when I see the root and the crown like that is I hear it go from, from the crown back down to the root. And that's why it kind of, it moves like an infinity sign, because we are, and I just looked at the infinity sign on top of the magician here, because that infinity sign is constantly weaving in and out, meaning we are going, if I were to do it like this. So you see here how the crown at the top and the root at the bottom. So if you think about everything in between, so as you are activating, healing, raising your vibrational kundalini from the root, through the root, up into the sacral, through the solar plexus, to the heart. Might as well get the heart in here since that's here right now, right? Let's see if I have enough hands to make this work. Okay. And, to the heart, to the throat, to the third eye, to the crown. And then it goes back around to the root, to the solar plexus, sacral, to the solar plexus, to the heart, to the high heart, to the throat, to the third eye, to the crown, and back around. And every cycle around that, around, I was going to say around the sun, around the block, every cycle, you are raising the vibrational frequency higher and higher, moving yourself into a higher and higher timeline. You feel me? And so right now we need to shift our thinking, our belief system, that we are not secure enough in who we are, because this is what begins. And so what I'm hearing with the root chakra being at the reverse, and the crown chakra being upright with the high heart, those are healed. So now we're back at the root, building another beautiful, adding another beautiful layer of nurturing to heal what, you know, what we've learned now that we've gone around. That's, I'm hearing around the solar return, because, you know, again, that's could just be my own lingo, since you know, the solar return of the entire zodiac, though, because we're still in Aries season, and Aries is still the first of the zodiac. It is the new year of the zodiac, right? And so, you know, as the whole collective has gone around the, you know, the astrological, right, the actual, um hi Tony, hey baby, around the sun, now moving, what we have learned since last April of 2023, and who we are now this April, are completely different people. So now we are shifting into a higher vibration of healing another layer of our root chakra, healing another depth of our stability within ourself, right? Empowerment within ourself. And that's, and right now what we're shifting is getting out of the stinking thinking that we, you know, getting out of our mind, getting out of our mind so that we can go beyond the mind, of feeling like what we have gone through is, you know, keep is was shitty, you know, like that kind of disempowering kind of mindset. Hi Tony. You know, thinking that what we have gone through is, you know, disempowering instead of empowering. And, you know, we can move through that and shift our mind focus so that we can look into that. Hey Tony, you're right on the cards. Can you go? Thank you. That's kind of rude. Thank you, honey. um and you know, shifting out of feeling like we have no choice, but in reality we do. We have all the freedom. We are protected. We are protected as we move into our freedom. There is a, you know, keeper, a portal keeper that guides and is protecting our journey as we are moving into our freedom. This is what our root chakra is learning to heal around right now. We're learning how to trust our ancient past. We're learning how to trust our history. We're learning how to trust the, you know, internal exploration in our mind, in our hearts, in our soul. We're learning to trust what our soul knows to be true about our lineage, our story, our power, our magic, and our divinity, right? We're allowing ourselves to trust that. Walk around in that crown all day at the grocery store, everywhere, just so you can get in the mindset of believing in your beautiful divine self, says, you know, spirit, metaphorically speaking, to those, to you know, those who are listening. Not, you don't necessarily have to wear a crown everywhere. But what is your version of your crown that maybe you feel like if you walked around, you know, with that belief that you would, or if you walked around not feeling ashamed about that truth in who you are, then you can be empowered. Why? Because what that's doing is that is balancing the flame, the violet flame. The violet flame is learning to balance all the chakras. See how it's like a rainbow? The violet flame is what balances and stays centered no matter what the chaos of what you cannot see with the mind's eye, what you cannot see with your own two eyes. I just noticed that these look like eyeballs now that it's upside down. So that's pretty interesting. When you look at it that way. Wow, I never saw it that from that perspective. But they do look like eyeballs, right? Beyond the mind. The finding that balance, staying centered, staying grounded, giving yourself, the violet flame is also allowing yourself to continuously have a routine, spiritual routine of grounding, whether that's having daily devotions. That's why I've been called to do daily divine messages for those who might need to hear messages every day and tell, of empowerment, of inspiration, of guidance, of wisdom from spirit. That's why I, continue to get back, and why I was called strongly to get back into the routine, because I fell out of my routine of my daily devotions, of my daily affirmations and meditations for building self esteem, right? Believing in myself. Because if we don't have that spiritual balance, maybe for some of you that's going on walks every morning, meditative walks, taking meditative spiritual baths, exercising, going, to the gym regularly, or dancing regularly, writing, journaling, singing, reading something positive every day, or reading a book every day that gets you out of, the hodgepodge of all of the, mediocrity, and drama of the, the illusions of the matrix of every day, right? That's what the violet flame is for. And what that does is that is going to reclaim your energy. You see how beautifully that falls together? That's what is going to reclaim your energy to come back into a beautiful balancing space within yourself. And that's what's going to allow you to really, really embark on this beautiful, powerful, magical journey that you are in charge of, that you are the author of, and that you are truly, truly manifesting. Truly manifesting. Divine is with you, collective, for this beautiful hope, for all your hopes and dreams and wishes, for every single one of these star signs. All for you. There's this beautiful divine opportunity in your hands that you that spirit is illuminating. And all you have to do is go within and trust your intuition. Okay? All right. So that's what I'm hearing. That was the beautiful divine message from Lemuria. And I'm hearing a lot of, again, I'm hearing a lot of, again, listen to your, open your voice. That's going to be a violet flame balance for many of you. And I hear that message for me too, because look, underneath that is throat chakra, underneath the journey to wholeness. Yeah. So that's beautiful. Thank you, Lemuria. That's a whole tea and tarot reading right there. Where are we already at? 30 minutes. Wow. Okay. So there we are. So I really like that. Part of me wants to keep some of these messages here. I think I'm going to keep the strongest messages, which is the high heart chakra, the infinite, the crown chakra, the root chakra, the violet flame, and reclaim your energy. And I would like to, hear what kind of messages, how that sits with the rest of the messages here for our beautiful earth signs. So let's get into it, shall we? All right. So for my baby earthies. Where do we want to start? Do we want to start with messages from spirit, from tarot, from spirit, from the collective, and we feel how the collective's feeling? Let's see. Let's tune into, you know what? And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift the energy to focus on the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Clear that energy here for the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Clear the energy here for the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth signs. If you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus, Mercury, and your north node, and anywhere in your chart, really, and any of your planets and any of your houses, then this is, you embody, and it's important for you to take into consideration the embodiment of that particular energy of the personality of that earth sign. For instance, I have a Taurus moon, okay, and I have a Virgo Jupiter, and I have a Capricorn north node. So, and I also have a Capricorn, my seventh house is governed by Capricorn. And the planets that are within that house are I don't remember, Neptune and Uranus, I believe, along with, and so what's interesting about that is learning that, having my seventh, and this is what I'm learning about, in my astro school. So this is just me sharing with you what I'm learning about myself, is that, the seventh house is the house that governs partnership, right? And apparently, as a thank you, K Moon, for so beautifully explaining to me, as a with a seventh house in Capricorn, then that means, my seventh house, my partnership area is not particularly scheduled to settle down for a relationship of long-term longevity until about the second half of my life. So about, late 30s, mid 30s to mid 40s is basically kind of depending on, she said, well, women tend to live longer. So it might even be 40s to mid 40s. So don't tell me that, sis. Not for my 32nd birthday. Don't tell me that I'm not settling down until I'm 45, but that takes a lot of, I guess you could say, pressure off, but it also, essentially can sometimes even add a little pressure, because now it's like, well, shit, I guess I'm just not gonna, for someone who is a lover, I'm just like, well, then what? But it's actually been really helping me with understanding, and not as understanding, but releasing the expectation of my my inner clock ticking, so to speak. And it's like, all right, well, whatever that means, that means, okay. If that's the case, then that's the case. And I am just going to, I can't, the thing about your natal chart is that you cannot, you cannot change your natal chart, right? Whatever's in your chart is in your chart. And however that is, the placements of that is the placements of that. And you just cannot change that. And you cannot make it so. And so if, if your seventh house governs Capricorn, and that means your partnership status is set that you will not, you may not be scheduled for, long-term settle down until your second half of your life, then there comes a part where you kind of just have to surrender to that and accept that. If that's not necessarily what you have been planning, that doesn't necessarily mean you won't have transformative connections or beautiful divine connections. That doesn't mean you can't have, you know, long-term connections. And that doesn't mean you can't still, you know, settle down before you're 45. It just kind of is a little bit of a blueprint as to, you know, where and why certain things might not. Maybe it feels like I can't seem to find the one. I can't seem to find the one. I can't seem to find my person. I date all these people and none of them stick. I throw all the spaghetti at the wall and nothing sticks, right? Kind of thing. What's wrong with me? Well, nothing's wrong with you, my beloved. Nothing's wrong with you. You just may have a placement in your house of partnership that governs more independence until you reach your more independent ages, so that you can be more on the individual, self-actualized, mature timeline to receive a fair, mature, more individualized and conscious connection. Because as we're young, Spirit says, as we're young, you know, we, again, and with the Six of Cups here, when we're young, we don't really know. We just love. When we're young, we don't really have, it's just a pure life, you know, childhood, childlike kind of rawness of love. But as we get older, we learn how to cherish with the Four of Crystals what we have. You know, when you're young, you're kind of just giving your cups everywhere. You want to be my lover? Are you my lover? Are you my lover? You might have that beautiful, pure puppy love. But it may not be particularly as mature, less drama, more conscious. I'm gonna feel what the collective is feeling for this, the Earth Collective. So you could also be cross-watching for someone that you know who is an Earth sign predominantly in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you know if they have like a Venus or anything like that. But if you are, then, and remember, this is also all energy, right? These signs are also incorporating and embodying energy. So if the messages still resonate for you, it doesn't, and you don't have any earth sign in your chart, or you don't know your person or whoever you're thinking about, it does not necessarily, but it still resonates, then that means to embody this energy of the earth signs, because earth signs are what? Pentacles. And we got 10 of Pentacles here for this collective down the middle here in the heart space, right? 8 of Swords. So getting out of our mind, getting out of our head, as you know, so that we can build something that is stable and long lasting, right? That longevity that we talked about, that Capricorn, that Virgo, that Taurus, Earth. And you know, I almost just like did the my daily divine reading this morning for today's Earth sign reading, because it was all Pentacles. There was so much Pentacles. And that's very earthy. That is stable. That's something of substance. That's something of, you know, of Earth right now. And that is something that, you know, that is very, here we are again, 3 of Pentacles. Teamwork. Working together, reaching out, you know, speaking to counsel, right? An Ace of Cups. Why? Because there is something on the horizon, something that is refreshing, like this delicious glass of ice cold, sparkling blueberry cranberry juice, right? Ace of Cups is divine love, new love, self love, right? So we're seeking counsel here, this collective, this earth collective for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What I also learned, something fun, since I do have a earth sign in my Jupiter, talking about love languages, I did learn as well, is that uh, if you want to know how you give and receive love based on your natal chart, you can look at the energies of the of the signs that are in your Jupiter, of how you give love, and then your Venus of how you receive love. So for instance, you think about the five love languages of words of affirmation, physical touch, quality time, acts of service, giving gifts, or giving give some people would prefer to give gifts than would prefer to receive gifts. So that kind of thing. And when you look at it from the natal aspect, I learned is that you would look at your Jupiter of how you give love, so how you love others, right? So for instance, my Jupiter is in Virgo, or Virgo is in Jupiter. And so there's that 10 of Pentacles again, and 9 and 10 of Pentacles. So that is very, very so if you think about it, Virgo is very like practical, right? Very perfectionistic, very acts of service. Like that's also kind of Capricorn. That's all Earth sign, to be honest. But you know, to have that like very kind of OCD essentially and practical kind of love language of how I give love, that would be considered like I would see that as like acts of service, which is true. Like the gifts I give are pretty practical. It's like, oh, you needed that. Here, I'm gonna give you that. Or like, if you want to give, like, and if I'm gonna give a gift, like, it's very thought out of like, there's a reason why I got the gift that makes sense, right? The 9 and 10 of Pentacles is beautiful. It's leading up. That's independent fulfillment, right? That's becoming individuals where you are becoming more stable together, stable and within yourself, of this beautiful collective, so that you can build this beautiful generational legacy of wealth, of substance. So I love that. If your moon sign, whatever your moon sign is, that's your needs, that's your emotional needs. So being having an earth sign in my moon sign, in my moon, is also interesting, because that means, having a Taurus moon, my emotional needs must be met with practicality, simplicity, quality, sustainability. That's why I think about, like, is this sustainable? I'd rather spend more on a product if it's going to be more sustainable, if it's going to last longer, and if it's going to be better quality for my health and well-being, and for the well-being of the planet. That is the emotional needs of a Taurus moon, right? It is luxurious, but that's because it's practical. It's like minimalist, like, right? Like Patagonia, right? B corporations, Arbonne, Cutco, all these things that are lasting forever, or that will be beneficial to my health and well-being now and in the long run, because it's not going to harm my health. I'd rather spend more on now than to spend less now trying to cut corners and then be paying for it later, right? That is a practical kind of emotional need met. But also, Tauruses are very loyal, right? Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very Taurian. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck, but it is the knight of the most substance. It's when they offer something, it's going to be of quality. When they finally get to you to offer you whatever it is that they are going to offer you, it is going to last forever. So when a Knight of Pentacles is on your hands, when you got a Knight of Pentacles, which I call a Taurus, on your hands, do not worry, because they're taking forever. Collective. Because what they're doing is they're making sure that every single thing that they, that this offer is going to be forever. Because a Taurus is very loyal. They are the bull. And when they have their eye on the prize, it's a bullseye, right? And they got that bullseye, they're not changing. They're not changing. They're not changing. They're not changing. Right? And they're stubborn as hell, right? Because they are fixed sign. The Taurus are the fixed signs of the earth signs. Oh crap. Taurus are the fixed signs. So it is a very stubborn ass bullhead, right? They don't take no bullshit, that's for sure. So let's see here. There's that Nine of Swords. The collective is feeling right now, this collective of earth signs. So I'm hearing not sleeping. We are getting ready to move into Taurus energy, right? Taurus season. We are completing Aries season. Today is the 16th. So we move into Taurus on the 19th. Yeah, on the 19th. I believe it's the 19th, not the 20th. And so, that is something that we maybe there's some, again, as we're shifting, as we're in that heart space of offering, we're feeling like sleepless nights, restless, having some wild ass dreams right now, as we're trying to navigate how we can manifest this victory that we really want to have. We really, really want to. Why are we not sleeping? Because we're waiting. We're planting our seeds, and we're waiting for the seeds to be planted and to the plants to grow, right? And we're feeling restless on having that tomato plant, so to speak, grow. Because we really want this victory to grow. We want this. We want our seeds to be planted, and we want to watch it come into fruition. But wait, says Spirit. It's now, go within. So Taurians, virgins, Taurians, virgins, and Capricorns. No, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn right now are probably feeling a little bit, they're probably going within to isolate. They're probably going within because maybe life right now feels a little stagnant. They're feeling restless. And so, and they're in their head and they're not really sleeping because they're trying to figure out how they can make this Six of Wands, this victory, happen. And remember, at the bottom of the deck here, of what Spirit is saying, that childlike, beautiful love, pure love. I'm going to pull the cards for Spirit, of what Spirit has to say after I pull for the collective. So after I pull for the collective and for the Divine Feminine Masculine Collective, that's what I heard to say. So yeah. And look, I just split the deck, and there's the Six of Cups. There's the Six of Cups for the masculine. So masculine energy, what's going on with you? For the beautiful Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. Yeah. Yeah, Four Cups, Six of Swords. Trying to wait, trying to reflect, trying to decide if this cup here, this divine offer, waiting to get to calmer water so they can have, a little bit more of clarity. They're trying to protect what, who it is that they're wanting to protect, whether it's a person, place, or thing. But you see how this person is on on this little boat here with a mother and a child, mother and a son. And look, he's like trying to decide, how can I make this happen? So again, going back into the Nine of Swords that the collective is feeling. Yeah. Yeah, because they're ready to make this decision. They have made this decision. They've already decided. The King of Swords is, I've decided. And I really don't need your, response or opinion, because what's already decided is already decided. I just am waiting for calmer waters, waiting for things to kind of calm down, for the fog to clear, so to speak, to get out of Dodge. That's the get out of Dodge card. Yeah, and there's the Ace of Swords, from the King of Swords to the Ace of Swords. I'm trusting in my divine timing, divine intervention, divine serendipity, alignment, and clarity, divine clarity to come through and to give me that okay, okay, go. Yeah, listening to the intuition, this divine masculine energy. Remember, disclaimer, we all have divine masculine and feminine energy within us. Okay. Sorry, I get like all my hair's like, oh, I get a little bit sidetracked with my hair, so don't let me. This day has been very distracting today. And here comes Tony. So listening to the intuition, because trusting that this emotional intuition is guiding him to believe that his ships are coming back, that the path is wide open for what his emotional fulfillment is yearning for. All right, so what's going on, masculine, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns? What is it that you are waiting for calmer waters to talk about? What decision are you wanting to make? What clarity are you getting and gaining? And what conversation are you wanting to have? This magician stays wanting to stay out. Trying to just manifest. Just wanting to find clarity on how to really tap into his magic so that he can manifest what it is that he truly wants. Sorry, I keep my door open all day and then I get plant gnats and plant ants and I hate it, and I gotta get my little cinnamon floor kind of thing, cinnamon keeper. Did you know that? Look what just flew out. The Eight of Wands. Feeling really, really passionate and ready to take action. Like, let's fucking go. Like, really, let's go. That's why he's feeling restless, because he's in his head, because he really, really wants to have this victory of what he has planted. Yeah, but the Queen of Swords, a lot of swords energy, clarity, but also mental, in the mind, but also communication. The swords is communication. We are getting ready. Tony, of course he wants to jump up. All right. when the energy is very distracting, to me that means that we can't, that's what's caught. Look, this is all over the place, right? Can't sleep, restless, in the head, ready to go, taking action, passionate, excited, right? Yeah. They're trying to have clarity, trying to have communication, trying to have, yeah, trying to have a balance between emotional choice and passion, but also clarity on and speaking with facts. So not getting so overwhelmed and consumed with the passion and the emotion that is very, very strong right now. And also the emotion that's causing him to not be able to sleep, and what if, all the what ifs and all the worst case scenarios and all of the, things that could go wrong, and just let his power, his strengths, his intuition guide him. He has all the tools within him, and to find the space of clarity to communicate clearly, productively, and without so much emotion that he can't even pick up the dang phone and make that call or send that text or have the conversation or set up the meeting or ask the person out or whatever the case is, that's causing this masculine energy. It doesn't always have to be about a relationship. It can also be about, wanting to manifest, the life that you truly want. Wanting to manifest your, your best life, wanting to manifest your best career, your dream career. Oh, look what just flew out. The world for the feminine. Beautiful. Wanting to manifest a whole new world, right? With all the fixed signs. Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. Wanting to manifest a whole new world, says the feminine. With the Knight of Cups, a whole new world of love, of romance. That's really beautiful. So, what is the feminine feeling? I know that card just flew out. And then the Knight of Cups. Look at this one, wanting to poke out. The whole new world of happily ever after, of emotional fulfillment, of your soul tribe, of the best people attracting in the right people, the right energy, the right resources, that will enable you to have, and there's the Knight of Cups still at the bottom, to have this beautiful, abundant romance and passionate love, emotional, ecstatic bliss, right? Activating that high heart emotional chakra of your bliss work, of your bliss, energy, bliss world, right? So what are some things that Spirit wants to say about, with the bottom of the deck, with the Six of Cups, with that, nostalgic childhood love, childhood dream, inner child, um, um, healing and inner child care, of really nurturing that dream that always has been. Ace of Swords, clarity, divine clarity, and the Five of Crystals, Five of Pentacles, changing your mindset of from lack to abundance is what I'm hearing, because the Five of Pentacles is being, exiled, right? That's kind of being exiled out from a community, maybe losing a loss of a job, having to shift your job direction. Maybe if it was, maybe it wasn't your choice to have to leave that, but maybe because of with the Ace of Swords, that was divine intervention so that you could move into the direction of your true calling, of your true ecstatic bliss, of your true heart's fulfillment, of your true Ten of Cups, so that you can really tap into the magician and the high priestess of your passion, learning from all of these energies, learning and trusting in your faith, trusting in your wisdom, trusting in how beautiful and powerful you truly are, and really following that passion. Yeah, and the Eight of Swords reverse, getting out of your head. I'll keep it because it did come out. Getting out of your head. But Eight of Swords reverse is getting out of your head. That is finding, more space. More space is what I'm hearing. Space between the unknown and serenity. And the star, awakening, look at that. Awakening the star within you, says Spirit. The star within you is being awakened. Beautiful earth signs. The star within you is being awakened. Your hope, your highest, strongest, most beautiful hope is being awakened and ignited. Oh, thank you. So we have the bottom of the deck, Lovers, reverse. So let's see what that's about. Two of Swords and the Four of Cups. Yeah, because there's a lot of decision that has to be made, a lot of reflection on what it is that you truly do want. What is that wish fulfillment, that star, that is that wish, that hope that's being awakened within you? What is that? You have to make that choice. Is that divine cup really the cup that you are willing? Are you ready to take it? Not willing. Yes, are you ready and willing to take that divine cup of the Four of Cups? You see? She has these three cups that she has in front of her. She's staring at that one spilled cup. Her Siamese cat, or her, is that her Siamese cat? I think, I always forget. I think this is a Siamese. Yeah, with the beautiful blue eyes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Beautiful, right? Has one cup and then another, and then there's one behind her that she doesn't even see is behind her, because she's so focused on this one spilled cup. So she's got to decide. And you see how the full moons are here? That's a cool picture of all the moons. That even looks like a Jupiter behind that. And then another moon up there. That's really beautiful. She's got to decide. Two of Swords. How is she gonna, which path is she gonna take, and what intuition is she gonna trust? She's got to trust by faith. This is the trust of intuition. Walk by faith and not by sight, right? She's not stuck. She's not stuck. She's coming into clarity. She's coming out of that stuckness. So Divine says, make that choice. We're in this moon cycle. We're about to go into the full moon next week. This is the time of manifestation. I love that the Magician card continues to keep coming out, because because there is the Jupiter and Uranus conjunction on the 20th, 420 or 21st, depending on where you're at, and that is a powerful portal of manifestation, right? And so as we're moving out of Mercury in retrograde on the 25th, we're going to be in the post shadows of that as we get back into, integration into Mercury direct for a couple weeks after that. But moving into a space of more grounding and stability with the Taurus energy in just a couple of days, as well as moving into this powerful energy of manifestation, we have a lot of choices. Do we want to choose this cup that's right behind us? Are we going to allow ourselves to turn around and look at the cup that is behind us, that divine has been holding right behind us? If we just allow ourselves to shift our perspective a little bit, right? Are we going to allow, are we willing, and are we ready to take our strengths to trust in divine's work, divine timing, to run in our passion, to choose our heart over our mind, so that we can really manifest really what it is. What's interesting is that we have I just saw 1:11:11 on the clock. We have the lovers in reverse with the tower underneath. So divine is saying, not making a decision is also a decision. But you have to allow yourself to release maybe even the ideas of the love that you thought you wanted, and that's going to cause crumbling, because you have to release the idea of the lover that the ego has, that ego of the ideal of who you thought they needed to be for you, who you thought you needed to be for them, what you thought this relationship needed to look like. And that is going to have to crumble in order for you to really be able to choose the option. The Seven of Cups reverse is being clear on your choice, instead of feeling so overwhelmed with all the options. To cut all ties, to commit, means to cut all ties, because at the end of the day, there is only one option, and that is the divine love that you really do hold within. But you're going to come into this aha moment, that may feel catastrophic, because it is going to ask you, are you ready, and are you willing to release the old ideal and expectations, because those expectations are conditional. And this is a journey, this is an opportunity, this is a new world that we are manifesting, of unconditional love, overflowing, unconditional trust, right? Trusting, not fretting, not, not sleeping, right? Trusting, unconditional trusting that these seeds are growing in fertile land and soil and ground, because you have taken the time to listen to your heart and to let divine clear the energies of the land, to let divine awaken your heart and your crown, your ecstasy, your bliss, and your unlimited self. So are you ready, and are you willing for this new chapter in your life, my beautiful, beautiful earth signs? Because What you got underneath is victory. What you got underneath is the victory that you seek. Is the victory that you seek. Masculine. So be discerning, you know, about your decisions, about what you clearly want and need. Set the boundaries that you clearly want and need to have. And feminines, you are manifesting. Trust in your heart. You ain't sleeping either. Look, got the nine of swords underneath. Reverse. Go to sleep. And then look, the 6 of cups. There's a lot of love here in the sense of nostalgia. Look, she's in her head about having just nightmares of the past, nightmares of nostalgia. The reminiscing of the past is causing her to not be able to sleep, is causing her to not be able to, you know, truly encounter what is on its way and allow what is on its way. 4 of Wands, 11, gates to heaven. That is union. That is celebration. That is coming together with your divine counterparts, your divine connection, your divine soul tribe, your divine energy. You have to allow yourself, but you have to get out of your head and you have to stop reminiscing on the past. Both of you, right? If you want this beautiful, beautiful, I almost got to the end without getting cut, but I'm going to take that as a sign that we got the messages that we need. This is a really beautiful read. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns. I hope that this message resonated with you. I hope that this resonated with your heart, your soul, and I hope that this gave you some encouragement to go on and carry on in your heart, because you really are a gem. I'm being told to do 2 more things, and that is words of affirmation, because we're in our head right now. And we shouldn't be, because we have so much. I am strong and determined. We have so much going for you. Have so much going for you. Okay, Earthies, stay grounded. If you need to get out into, if you need to get out into the earth, if you need to get out and take your shoes off and put your feet in the sand, put your feet in the grass, put your feet in the water. If you need to call in some of your soul tribe, you know, to help you with your energy, do that. If you need to plant, you know, get some plants, garden, get your hands in the dirt, ground. That's what you need to do right now, because you are strong and determined, and today is going to be an awesome day. Allow today to be the awesome day that it is manifested to be. Let your challenges just help you grow. Now we have to finish out with our beautiful, beautiful. Since I didn't have any tea today, we got to get our tea formations, okay? Okay. All right. So we got a few. This one flew out. The essence of life is to communicate love. So we're all up in our head, but we've been having all these or swords coming out of communication, of clarity, right? All these swords of being in our head. But guess what? The essence of life is to communicate love. Communicate love. I love that. I'm going to put that on the Queen of Swords, because you know that Queen of Swords, she can be a little bit of a spicy spicy cactus. A spicy cactus. I don't know what a spicy cactus is, but I do not want to be around one. Um, know that you are a child of the universe. Okay? It's going to be blurry. You are a child of the universe. I'm going to put that in the root chakra because I know we needed to. If we had the Six of Cups out, I would put that on the Six of Cups. But the root chakra needs to ground and center. Remember, it was the only chakra that did not come out, that came out in reverse. You are a child of the universe. Oh, here we go. This is going to be beautiful. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. My favorite. You can't see it. That's my favorite. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. I'm putting that right on the Seven of Pentacles. May you create peaceful harmony as your life's purpose. Oh, that's beautiful. May you create peaceful harmony as your life's purpose. Purpose in life is not to create money. Your purpose in life is not to hoard money. Your purpose in life is not to have all these nice fancy things that you can't take with you after you die. Purpose in life is to create peaceful harmony. That's what we're manifesting. That I'm going to put that on the world card. Peaceful. May you create. Actually, I'm going to put that on the Magician card, right? Because that's what we're manifesting. Peaceful harmony. Your potential is infinite. I'm putting that on the Crown, the unlimited self. Yes. And last but not least, beauty is not caused. It is. Beautiful. Beautiful. There are only two. This was by Emily. This is a quote by Emily Dickinson, and then Lao Tzu. Nature does not hurry, yet everything's accomplished. That's my favorite. That's what a Taurus would say to an Aries. That's like myself over here. We're like, where's that? Where's that? Where's that, Aries? And then the Taurus is like, yo, slow and steady wins the race. Nature does not hurry. Everything's accomplished. We gonna be good. I want to put that nature does not hurry, yet everything's accomplished on the Eight of Wands too. But beauty is not caused. It is. Beauty is. I feel like that's a Ten of Cups and also a heart chakra, the high heart chakra. Yeah. And I'm also going to put that. Ooh, I forgot that's open. I also like this potential is self is infinite on the infinite. I didn't even realize. I forgot that I had this. That we had this come out too. The infinite and the unlimited self. You see the infinity sign here? Your potential self is infinite. Tap into that beautiful, unlimited, infinite self that you are. Okay? This was gorgeous. You're beautiful. You have everything you need. You really do. Don't forget, I'm not going to shuffle, but I'm going to just remind you because these are at the top of the deck this morning and I think that this is perfect. Enjoy your heaven on earth. Allow yourself to embrace heaven on earth. I know earth signs. I got every single one of you earth signs in my chart. Okay? And we be feeling it when things are not physically perfect or physically where we want it to be in the 3D. But we have to trust and allow and love and nurture your body. Remember, look, there goes the flowers again. Get into nature and nurture yourself. Get grounded and centered. Balance your energies. Get a routine. That's going to help ground and center your root chakra. You are so strong. And you are one of the most determined of this. You are the most determined of the element signs, in my opinion, because you ground it, you solidify it. That is, beautiful, beautiful masculine kind of energy. And that's why the masculine energy collective has the magician, because it is, I'm going to now ground. I'm going to solidify what it is that I desire. So don't be afraid of this new world that's coming. You're creating it, and it's going to be beautiful. And I can't wait. Okay? The light within me loves, adores, cherishes, and admires the light within you. Peace and love. Namaste. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can email me at femrems811@gmail.com. And until next time, have a wonderful rest of your week. Happy birthday, beautiful Taurians. And peace out, Girl Scout. Bye.